Hi there, I'm Dana with wholehealthdana.com, and today I'm going to teach you how to make your own homemade chocolate that is paleo, it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, and it is very yummy. So most of our demonstration today is going to be over the stovetop, so let's just head on over there right now. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to want to turn on our burner, and I've got it on low heat. You do not need or want it to be hot. Really, you just want it to be warm enough to melt your coconut oil. So I've got my burner turned on, and you're going to need 1/2 cup of organic coconut oil. And we're going to add in 5 tablespoons of raw local honey. Now, if you can't find raw local honey where you live, look for something that's organic and raw at the grocery store. Now, the one thing that nobody ever mentioned when I first learned to make my own chocolate was honey and oil does not mix. It doesn't matter how long you let this sit here or how hot you let it get. Once your coconut oil has melted, you can turn down your stove or even turn it off at this point. So now what you're going to need is a cup of cacao powder. Now, cacao is very similar in taste and looks as cocoa. It has, it's a good source of iron and magnesium, got some dietary fiber in it. So we're just going to mix this in. Now, once you add this cacao, that's what makes the oil and the honey kind of mix together. I guess it's the emulsifier in this case. So we're going to mix it until it is thoroughly mixed without any clumps or anything in it. Now, once it has started to get that glossy, shiny look, you're going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of organic vanilla, and we're just going to mix that in. Now, it's always going to need to be stored in the refrigerator because coconut oil, it just melts and it melts very fast. So at this point, you have chocolate. It's just what you want to do with it now. Okay, so now there's some optional things that you can do. You could put some parchment paper on a plate, just put it on and pour your chocolate on. Nothing wrong with that. You could line a smaller casserole dish with parchment paper. Today we're going to put ours in a silicone chocolate mold. So I always add something to my chocolate. And I do this often. I put in organic coconut shreds. I also put in hemp seed hearts. Other things you could put in is dried fruit. You could put in pieces of cashews, almond slivers. So we're just going to do a couple of those today just to give you a little bit of an idea of what the possibilities are. And you don't have to do any of these. You can just have straight chocolate. So the first thing I like to do, and it doesn't matter if I'm using a silicone mold or a plate, a casserole dish, or anything, I like to sprinkle a little bit of sea salt on the bottom before I pour my chocolate in. And then I get to decide what it is that I want, if anything, in here. And I like to put them in before I pull in the chocolate. So right here I've got some almonds, and I'm just going to put in just a little bit. You're not going to put in a ton. Other things that I like to try, like here I have some hemp seed hearts. So I'm just going to spoon in a little bit on the bottom there. And then another thing that I like to try is organic coconut shreds. Other things you might like to do, you can add some peppermint extract to your chocolate and make mint chocolate. So this is a very versatile recipe. Think of it as what we did on the stove as the base, and then you can doctor it up however you want afterwards. See, so today I'm just going to spoon it in. Okay, so now I've filled up this little tray. They range anywhere from 3/4 full to half full, and I've got about 21 chocolates right now. I've got a cutting board here, and I'm going to slide it underneath. Now I can carry it. It's easier for me to put it in the freezer. You can put it in the refrigerator too. I guess I like mine to be done faster. Okay, so we're back, and our chocolates are solid. You can see there. So we're just going to pop them out. So you're just going to pop all those out. Now I keep mine stored in the refrigerator, and I store it in just a glass container like that, so that I can just, pop one in my mouth when I want one. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Whole Health Dana and how to make your own chocolate. If you would like a printable copy of this recipe, go to my website at www.wholehealthdana.com. And if you would like to follow me on social media, check out the links that are below. And I thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.